Tanya began to download a movie at 6:30 p.m. At 6:54 p.m., 30% had been downloaded. Assuming the downloading speed is constant, when will the movie be completely downloaded? And my answers are in terms of time. So, this is one of those problems where a picture is worth 1,000 words to me. I would draw a straight line, and we're going to let this represent the whole download process. So this is 100% of the process. And we know that this process began at 6:30. We are trying to find the time at which this process ended. So I'm looking for this number. And I can tell you right now, this is where my students would have had the problem. They would have been so confused about what they're looking for. They're looking at which one of these times goes right there. So I would help them get that down first. Okay, the next thing I would do is have them to figure out how much time has elapsed. So 6:54 minus 6:30. That's almost a third of the movie. Took 24 minutes to download. So 24 minutes for 30% of the process. So I'm going to come back to my line right here, and I'm going to put another point right there, about a third of the way through. I'm going to call that 6:54, and we're going to say that 30% of the process was done right there. That means that 70% is left to go. So I'm ready to set up a proportion. I'm going to put my minutes over my percentages, or let's say percent done. So in 24 minutes, we were able to do 30%. So how many minutes will it take to do the 100%? How many minutes does it take for the whole thing to happen? So 24 times 100 is 2400. Divide 30. That's going to be 80 minutes. Here's another place that my students would get confused. They would try to subtract the 24 minutes off of 80. If it asked me how many minutes are left to go, then I would do that. But remember, we're looking for the end time. So we need to add, we started at 6:30, 80 minutes, that's the same as 1 hour, 20 minutes. So add 1 hour and 20 minutes to that time, and you get 7:50 p.m. So I'm liking answer D for that one. That's a good question. A lot of places to mess up, but I like that one. So to go back to the answer on your picture, you would finish at 7:50, assuming that this process remained constant, and it told us that it did. So the line didn't do this. The line was straight, and you can rely on the proportion.